Soweto is the base from which the mini-cricket program was kick-started in 1982, which went on to spread throughout the country. The Soweto Cricket Oval Mini-Cricket Community Festival followed other programs that were held across the country early this year.
This program, it's so important because it gives a lot of exposure to a lot of youngsters in different areas, especially someone like myself, and we got some of the players and coaches today that have come through this program. Goes as far back as back in the 90s. This program, for me as a director of cricket, what it actually does is that it helps us actually reach out to districts or corners of South Africa.
Look, schools cricket is incredibly important, and this is a feeder system. This mini cricket program is a feeder system into that schools cricket program. And we're blessed in South Africa to have a very strong schools cricketing culture, which has produced many of the Proteas women's and men's players over the years. But we need to deepen that and spread it more widely. It is really restricted to a finite number of schools at the moment, and we need to broaden that base so that the opportunities exist for kids across the country. And that's something that we are keenly looking at how to expand that program, because that globally that's now become the real feeder system into professional cricket.
More than 126,000 children participate in the program around the country, while the number of coaches increasing to nearly 13,600 and schools 6,600. The program gets the kids to be acquainted with the basics of the game, including the batting, bowling and fielding. Many players that came through the program have gone on to represent both the men and women's Proteas national teams.
It's important for girls to get into the sports. If you check here, we don't have a lot of girls that play sports because of certain personal experiences. I think some parents believe that cricket is very rough. They believe that they're not going to make it. And I think if they try to implement schools to have women's cricket, I think that's when the shift to getting women's cricket from provincial to Proteas to close the gap. So it's quite important to have these programs to bring the young girls to play.
And we couldn't be more excited to do that today at Elka Stadium in Soweto, where it all started. We believe that every child has got the ability to achieve great things in life. And we really want to invest into initiatives that feed their potential. KFC Mini-Cricket is the perfect example of that. And celebrating 40 years just shows that this program really does make the difference for all of the kids in the communities that it is played in.
KFC has been sponsoring the event for the past 15 years. Vincent Sitsula, SABC News, Johannesburg.